Okay, then what are we doing?
Ubisoft.
Oh, but what are we doing though?
The full Ubisoft Forward reveal event.
Okay. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. It was actually pretty loud.
It was.
Oh, there's also that person. She's not really involved. She's just gonna be here. Don't you want to meet the devs?
I don't even know what the devs is.
The developers.
Oh. Yeah, see, I didn't know.
Are you the devs? Meet my good friend, the devs.
I'm Neil Kumar, and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented.
Excuse me while I
Today's show is all about getting up close and in depth with all the exciting games we
change that to 720.
have in production here at Ubisoft.
And maybe.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste.
Nope,
So let's head
they're
straight through
auto-generated.
the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
Watch Dogs.
Okay.
Oh, we saw something about this in last year's E3. It was the hackers, and every time one died, you'd be another one.
Oh, right.
He's a really bouncy mugger.
Mugger or cop?
I don't know, man.
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner.
Is this a live action trailer?
For the protesters.
It looks like it.
The way he's
Not
moving.
speak out because I was not a protester.
And with how bad the effects seem.
They came for the journalists.
Yeah.
And I did not speak out because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists. But I did not speak out because I am not a street artist.
I feel like this could have been a trailer for Watch Dogs 1 or 2 also.
Right. That looks like it could be very dangerous.
Riding a drone?
While getting shot at on the drone.
Honey, getting shot at is always dangerous.
Well, yes,
There's
but
no
like,
potential danger there at all.
no, I mean like being up in the air.
While being shot at.
Yes.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's always dangerous. I don't think anyone's ever been safely shot at. I'm just saying.
Fuck.
And I realised that eventually they'd come for me, and there would be no one left to speak
It's
for me.
him.
Oh, okay. I thought the guy running was the guy narrating.
I think that was the point, to make it look like.
Is this an actual protagonist?
Right! Oh, nice! Where are we off to, sir?
I'll show you the way.
Okay, sorry, miss. Jesus! All right, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
Alright.
Is it weird that I kind of wish this was a TV show instead?
Oh, I think Watch Dogs would make an excellent TV show.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way.
How long is the Watch Dogs section? Holy shit! It's the whole first 15 minutes.
Oh boy.
Well, well, well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift
I'm gonna turn it back up.
for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record.
I think
and
this
is
might be our new
currently
main
believed to
character.
be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents.
Okay.
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and
I'm
now
Clint
he's
Hawking.
bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
That's it.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible
Watch Dogs Legion
artistic
out?
vision and visual style.
Maybe?
This was on Sunday,
Like
so this
the
was
film,
yesterday.
Watch Dogs Legion tells the story
feel
of
like it probably
ordinary
isn't.
heroes, setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team, and then they become the heroes of the game.
They got
and
that
the stars of your
Ubisoft
story.
interaction.
What are you doing in my flat? You with
The exact
Albion?
same thing I was complaining about in Odyssey.
Think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
Okay.
Well, gee, thanks.
Our London town. A modern metropolis. Built on history
I
and
like the
prosperity.
cars.
It's such a
Only took
moneymaker. I figured it'd
12,000
look
years
better
to build
than
it
this.
up, and one night to tear it all down.
This looks like a really good 360 game. Oh my god.
Oh, the teeth.
Listen up.
Well, they're
Get all
British.
your units to move in and lock down the city.
So it's fine.
With London under attack
just
by a
authenticity
mysterious
right there.
terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion.
Smashing.
He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to
See?
jeopardize this.
See that? The
He will stop
Ubisoft
at
interaction?
nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only
That was
opportunist
bad.
who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head
Put
of
everybody
the
in
most
masks,
powerful crime
and that
syndicate
problem
in
is
London.
solved.
Be sure
Yeah.
spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone.
I forgot. Is this going to be forced online?
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets
Maybe?
can be recruited
'Cause
into
if
your
so-
team.
I don't think that'll
Like
go
him.
very well on launch day.
Her,
Oh.
It never does.
or even her. Everyone could become your next secret weapon.
If I were buying these, I would
In our first
absolutely do
mission,
my
we need to
damnedest
get
to
some
do
dirt on
an old
Nigel
granny run the
Cass,
whole way through.
and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people
That guy
we have
looks British
recruited
as
from the
fuck.
streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes.
Badly.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy. He can even call his own cargo drone.
Out of all the things they
Perfect
could have
for
had the
gate
construction
crashing,
guy type
when you're
be,
not invited.
They made him a melee
And
specialist.
who needs a regular old gun
When
when
he
you have
could.
a bloody nail gun?
hack like cars and shit.
Come here, you soy-eyed shithole.
I think they said everyone can hack cars.
With a nail.
I appreciate the nail gun.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
Perhaps we could approach
It's
this
a
mission
drone,
differently.
sir.
If you'd
You've
rather
seen
keep your
thousands of
distance,
them.
we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert,
What have we here?
a real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are.
It's a face hugger.
Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aims,
Oh.
she fires, she hits.
Okay, there's classes. I mean, I figured there would be.
Incoming drones.
Yeah.
We're learning what the classes are.
All right.
So far, the drone one definitely
She
seems
can
more
also
useful.
hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done.
Who is green hair?
Recruiting an Albion
I wanted
officer like
green
Brielle
hair.
here might
Right?
be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
This is the first thing you need to not do is have that look on your
I could get
face.
the defense minister on the line.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope no one notices I'm sneaking in.
Criminals running our streets, illegals threatening our families, the police commissioner himself, assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his
His
team.
name was Mickey.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
The drunk.
Yeah, huh?
The drunk is a class.
Apparently.
I'm down for that. I'm sick of the knight, mage, the paladin, you know?
He does
Yeah.
I like it when they do this.
Drinking problem, though.
Oh, so
he's
he'll
passed
just
out.
like
Ah,
pass
well,
out whenever.
We'll come back to him.
Probably not whenever.
You
There's
know
probably
what?
something that triggers
Let's
it.
go with someone a bit more professional.
Oh boy.
It's almost
All
crass
right.
to call him a hitman.
I like the mask.
Yeah.
Alright, I lied. I'd probably take this get up if I could see it, if I could find it.
Some might even call him an artist.
Is this even a Watch Dogs game anymore? He's not exactly hacking a bunch of computers at the moment, is he?
Here's the bastard responsible. Done and dusted.
Not bad,
Okay.
not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a
In it
legendary
go.
assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero.
Like, they're clearly good at making interesting mask designs.
So get out
So,
there,
for the love of
find
God,
the best
either fix the
recruits,
faces or get the faces
and
out of
build
my
your
faces.
resistance. It's time to take back London.
It's not out yet. But I might want it, actually. They might be
Plunging
selling
the
me on
player
it.
into a living, breathing city, teeming with unique locales and characters,
Are we still
has
getting
always been
more
a
Watch
central
Dogs?
pillar
Yeah, we still
of
got
the
Watch Dogs for
Dogs
another,
series.
like, minute.
So what goes into building
minute.
those worlds? Here's Amanda Mutt to tell us more.
I keep thinking the Ubisoft sign is actually like the Target symbol.
I thought that too when I saw it.
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but
we get
she looks like
ample
the kind of person who would get really, really
tell the
mad at me,
stories
but
that we
not
want to
tell me
tell in the
why.
spaces that we're assigned to. I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the
I don't
world.
know why
that
I
was
thought
covered
we
in
were about to
cats.
go on a personal tangent.
And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2. And there may or may not be something in London that is a boat filled with cats in some capacity. I was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year.
Unity?
Some of the people that I was showing our
there's a
demo to
boat
were
with
from
cats in
London.
it?
So no
I
matter
wish I
where
had
I
found
dropped
it.
in the city, they'd go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden.
not playing Unity
you know,
again.
This feels like Suffolk. This feels like
Ever.
Westminster."
Well, I'm actually
When
I might
people
for
are
the
talking
DLC.
about some
never played
detail
the
that
DLC.
I've put into the world and they're excited about it, like that feels so good as somebody who, you know, builds these worlds with care. I love it.
All right, put care into worlds. Cool. Can you fix the Assassin's Creed problem currently? Because they just copy and paste a bunch of landscapes.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it
fighting
out
game.
with your favorite legends on
Okay.
iOS and Android devices.
It's free, so it's probably good.
Oh, but on like a phone game.
I think it's mobile, yeah. It's since it's mobile, it's also probably on the Switch.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Ah, Smash.
No, it's a fighting game.
I know.
Did I just see Rayman?
Possible.
Rayman's a Ubisoft property. So they can put him in here if they want. Bear. Brother bear guy.
And now, whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go,
You know what
or
they
wanna
need to
dive
do?
back into one of the most beloved
Rayman's 1
fantasy
through 3
franchises
triple
in
pack.
gaming, we've got you
Switch or
covered.
something. Like they did with Crash Bandicoot Spyro. Because those three are hard to find on... Well, not hard to find, impossible to find on anything new.
Yeah.
I think the most recent version of Rayman 2 is 3DS version, which apparently runs like shit. And Rayman's 1 and 3, I'm pretty sure, never got ported. I don't even know what 3's on.
Good music.
Not even. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just... We've seen and heard exactly that in so many forms. They didn't do anything with it.
The target is being held on the ground floor.
Look, Japan. Oh, honey, I was editing The Last of Us 2 earlier. I didn't hear any of the fireworks.
Oh, wow.
I think my mic setup might actually block out all the fireworks.
That's awesome.
I haven't gotten to the really violent parts yet, though, so we'll see.
Okay.
Contact! Moat chain is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound, danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
What is this? Oh, it's a Tom Clancy game. Alright.
Okay.
Get back in your cell!
That was Big Boss.
Hey, take this.
Don't make me regret this.
Okay.
I think Tom Clancy does like Rainbow Six and stuff like that. Those squad-based.
Speaking of Tom
small
Clancy,
missions.
it's been 5 years since Rainbow Six Siege first launched, and the
Told ya.
community has never been stronger. In celebration of this milestone, Ubisoft Montreal
Why are you standing
put
in front of
together
a target,
special
though?
video to thank all of the amazing players and developers that have helped Siege become the game it is today.
Yeah.
I was making a joke about what you said earlier.
I only heard half of what you said.
I asked her why she was standing in front of a target.
In December
Okay.
2015, a small team released Rainbow Six Siege,
Yeah, I remember this being huge.
a game built on a strong vision, creativity, competitiveness, and team play.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début.
I think these guys did Payday
Il faut tout de suite s'engager
as
et dire
well,
aux
but
joueurs,
I'm not sure.
ce jeu est installé,
Payday is a
tu peux
Bankrupt
t'y
game.
installer aussi, et nous serons là.
Okay.
That
think you
original
have
vision
4
was
dudes.
quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new
I could be
level.
wrong about that. Hey, those are the same size that the 9mm has in New Vegas. 3 green dots.
This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, and more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Health that touches upon subjects like matchmaking, connectivity, all those aspects are absolutely critical to the experience of the player.
Is that French?
Yes.
Through it
Montreal
all,
team.
we're always
I thought
driven
Montreal
by
was in
you,
Canada.
our community, and together, we grow stronger.
know.
There is no sequel
I
plan, and
realized
we're here
it
for the next
like
10
as
years,
soon
so
as I said
expect
it,
more
but I didn't
Rainbow
want to
Six in your
interrupt you.
life
So I
for
just
quite
waited
some
for you to finish. It's like, yeah, I know.
Look at this.
Is Newfoundland a Canadian province or is it its own country? I forgot.
Tous
It's
les
a province,
succès,
right?
c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu
It's a
est
hilarious
autant le
name
vôtre
for a region.
qu'il est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Now 60 million players strong, we're just getting started.
Wow, I forgot we're halfway through 2020.
From the devs that build the game
That's fine.
to the community that plays it, thank you.
I'm kind of past existentialism.
I know you are.
I mean, it took a while.
If you haven't tried
still
it yet,
gets
dive
me.
into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
A few days ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter. Now, it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
The what? Hyperscape.
That's what I heard. Oh, okay.
They keep putting a hashtag up in the corner because they want people who are watching it to tweet out the hashtag while talking about it during the live stream. I don't think I've ever hashtagged anything in my life.
I have.
Wait.
That was neat.
A hack in the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there.
Is the hyperscape just the Matrix?
Okay. About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions. So, here we are. 10 billion souls living in the crush of the megacities. But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The hyperscape. In the hyperscape,
It's the Matrix
the
meets
biggest
Ready
draw
Player
by
One.
far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
No! God damn it! It's just Battle Royale! I was so interested! I was so hooked! And then it was Battle Royale. Because it looked like a really high budget Matrix thing. And I don't even like the Matrix, but I do appreciate the concept.
Right.
Who cares anymore? Yeah, every Battle Royale has its little thing.
If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately.
No, get your chicken dinner. Yeah.
Rumors of people getting
PUBG.
hurt.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape. And we have to find it. Some of us
Watch
are
it be a
searching
battle
for
royale
way
game
up.
that has a story
Some of
later
us
as
for a way out.
DLC.
And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
I don't think it's entirely battle royale.
I'm JC, creative director on Hyperscape.
I don't know.
JC's work
And that's
on
a bad
Far Cry
thing.
Primal and
You
multiple
shouldn't walk out of
Prince
that going,
titles
I
has
don't know.
established him as a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch, seeing it grow, adding ideas.
Hello, contender. Welcome to the Hyperscape.
The game takes place in 2054. It's in a future where humanity has grown a little darker. One of the companies there, they are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is a virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges. Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia.
So far, we've only seen the battle royale gameplay one.
Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, go into interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players, so it's a risk-reward kind of
deal.
deal.
Fallout 76 has a battle royale.
Yes.
We introduce the notion of hacks, special abilities that you can pick up on the fly to adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So a lot of abilities that let you have fun, that are toys that you can play with. And finally, it's made as a spectacle.
I would just bounce around as a ball and see how long I could live.
Interact with the game on
Not
different
shoot
levels
anybody.
through the Twitch extension. So every few minutes, there's going to be a vote, and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity.
My account name would be
infinite
moral
ammo,
support,
or stuff
and I would
like
hook
that.
up
So
a mic and
players,
just
while this happens,
yell.
really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff.
Encouragement at everybody.
So for me, it's really exciting because right now, as we speak, we're launching the open beta, and so it's going to be available for free-to-play for all PC players worldwide.
Oh, it's
I
free
really
to
want
play.
to thank all the players, all the streamers, and all the viewers who participated in
It's free to
tech
play.
test and who will participate in the open beta. Here's a short glimpse of
You know what
you
else
can
is free to play? Fortnite. Are you playing Fortnite? Okay.
Watch and learn how it's done.
Okay.
Perfecto.
Showtime.
That's mine.
I like the Destiny zip forward.
Let's show 'em
Not
what I
Destiny,
made.
Dishonored.
Yeah.
Go time.
You ever notice how some things just have a title that doesn't mean anything at all, and you just accept it?
Yeah.
I think Destiny is one of those games.
Watch close.
I've never played it, so I wouldn't know.
Me neither.
But it's called Destiny. Look at that title. What significance could that title possibly hold? I think I'm okay. My PC probably couldn't handle it anyways.
Oh, the open beta started on my birthday.
The digital world of the Hyperscape gave our artists and developers incredible freedom when it came to designing characters.
Production manager Ana Maria Musca is going to take us behind the scenes of character design.
My name is Ana Maria Musca. I'm the production manager for characters and weapons on Hyperscape. We have paid an exceptional amount of detail to our characters. We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the
That looks like an
second
adult
you pick a
Clementine.
character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup
Overwatch
of characters. This is
Battle
our
Royale?
default base.
Or is it?
But
It's match
even
versus. It's
starting from
squad
the hair
versus
down,
squad, right?
everything
Squad
has been
versus squad.
meticulously
Okay.
thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them.
She reminds me of
actually
Rashida
like
Jones.
to be in this body. Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
Okay.
As we move into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
We're about to talk
Now
to
we
Phil
have a
Spencer,
special
aren't
guest
we?
to tell us a little more.
Hey everyone, Phil Spencer from Xbox.
How did I know?
With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on.
Dude, this guy
On
just
Series
did a
X,
line of coke.
You'll get to take
or
advantage
something.
of
Look
the
at him.
amazing
Yeah.
work the team has done with DirectX ray
It's like
tracing
he can't stay
to
awake.
create an absolutely immersive version of London
Right,
that
or he's
you've
just
never
lying
seen
really
before.
hard.
Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds.
Have you been hanging
setting
out with
a new
Todd
bar
too
that
much, Phil?
continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the
Because it
time
makes
I've
me
spent
so much
exploring the
money.
world in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
He's high on
that's coming up now.
something.
All right.
He's
I know you've been waiting to
going
hear more
off
about
on
this game since it was
something.
announced
Yeah.
back in April.
Dude,
That
And
looked-
now it's time for
It
a
looks
deep dive into
painful.
the world
It did.
of
It looked like he
Vikings.
was having a hard time staying
My name
awake.
is Julien Laferrière, and I'm the producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really
So they invaded
human
England. No
motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that
Right, it
drove
is not
us
a myth
to
that
make
they
this game.
straight up invaded England.
The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did to really
I'm curious how they're gonna
experience
try
what
and
it
make
meant
the
to
English
be a
guys the
Viking at
villains.
that
You know,
time.
the guys defending their home.
And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment
Full of
that
delicate,
most
crunchy
likely the
skulls to crack.
Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly
I
the
love the
feeling
way he says
we want
opportunity.
players to experience
Opportunity.
in
I love
this
how he
game.
says
Oh, okay.
Opportunity.
It is a personal adventure, it is the story
If
of
it's a
Eivor,
Viking story, you
Viking
gotta
chieftain.
throw them Northern Lights in there.
Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game. They will have to
It's not
leave
two different
Norway to
characters this
settle in
time.
England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available.
You want to get on a boat and just go find
Obviously,
a new land to
in
settle?
England, it's full of
No.
Anglo-Saxons and
But
other
all the
people,
political pressure,
and
honey.
They don't really want you there, so you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper. Vikings were brutal warriors. And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system. To leverage the brutality
the
and the
fight system.
intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face to face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically
Were
any
they,
sort of
though?
tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings. We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into
Oh, we're gonna see how it
Assassin's
plays.
Creed Valhalla.
About time, actually. That's what I've been most worried about. Actually, I've been most worried about it having too much stuff in it.
It said in-game footage, work in progress.
In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England.
I can see why they would say work in progress.
You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his
Is this not coming out this year?
warriors across the North Sea.
Because this
to the
does not
British
look
Isles.
like it'd be ready this year.
Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal.
I think it would come
to
out
build a thriving
early
Norse settlement
2021.
in a hostile
There's no
land.
way. They like to release it in the fourth
It is
quarter.
time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring
That's
dynasties.
same,
A
more
land
or
of
less.
opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by
It doesn't
long
look that
ship,
bad.
you may
The
raid
cutscenes looked awful,
locations
but
you spot
Yeah.
from
I don't
the
care
shoreline.
about that at
Ground
all.
your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Did that man just disintegrate? Because I'm not about that in an Assassin's Creed game.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors,
I don't
and
think
stealing
this one's
cargo
on.
too heavy
I
for
like
one
those
set of
Viking
arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services,
It just works.
better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
The fuck?
Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks.
Varied enemy
while others will
types
use
is
nearby objects to their
definitely welcome change.
advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand.
I see.
Take the
He's
fight
weak to
your
being
foes
stabbed.
with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with a Viking harpoon.
I like the rope.
Pummel them with throwing axes.
Decapitation.
Oh, there's you got
Incapacitate them with
axes.
the new stun
There's gonna be a
system to
lot
keep
of
them at
that.
a distance,
No, that was with the rope.
or finish them
Even
off.
better.
Dual wield any two weapons you wish to
Can I
unleash a
dual wield
deadly
two
combination
shields?
of attacks.
That's what it looked like.
You can do a shield run in Dark Souls too, and probably Dark Souls.
Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior.
Actually, I don't think you can right-hand shields. Oh. I don't remember.
All combinations of weapons are
This
available
one's
to dual
very,
wield, including two
PC.
shields.
I don't know how well it looks. System that's not a computer.
Not all situations call for violence.
Assassin's Creed games
In this
usually
new
launch
land,
really
a
shittily
Viking
on the
must
PC.
find a way to adapt.
They're very. They're not
As
really built
Eivor
for
is not
PC that
welcome in
often. I don't
England.
think. I think they're
You may need
usually
to
built for
outsmart
consoles,
your
and then they
enemies,
get ported to the
avoiding
PC.
unwanted
and it's
attention
usually
in towns
awful,
and bustling
and then they
cities.
have to fix it.
Okay.
I know that happened with Unity and
Use
Syndicate.
Eivor's
I don't know
hood
about
and
any of the
cloak to
other
blend
ones.
with crowds and slip past watchful eyes. An unseen hunter among the people.
So what you're saying is you can be a Khajiit.
From
Khajiit's not the
capital
only race
cities
that's
and
capable of
I
sneaking.
to the
know.
dense forests and rolling hills of England. Exploration
It's
is
just the only
vital
one
to
that came to
keeping
my
yourself
mind.
sharp.
So I
You
don't
must
know the
feed
other
off the
names.
land if you hope to endure.
Dark elves, wood elves,
Hunt and
high
forage
elves.
to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
Oops. Nerds. Holy shit,
Search
though!
pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement.
It's got Breath of the Wild puzzles. We're gonna line up some of these runes, and you're just gonna hear
The more of
yaha!
England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, show no mercy.
Hey, look! It's
But as you
Ubisoft
push
Interaction.
deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of
I like
climactic
that.
moments,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Assassin's Creed
It's just neat
Valhalla
looking,
will
that's
feature
all.
massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land. And tomorrow we rebuild.
For East Anglia.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed
strong suit.
Valhalla will transport
never
you
the
to
best part.
wondrous
The
and
timing is.
haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise, with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Is there a release date?
Oh.
Wow. All right. Sure.
Okay.
I told you
9th
they love
century
releasing
England
in the
is
fourth
truly
quarter.
unlike anything the franchise has seen before.
I just don't
Assassin's
think
Creed
they'd be
Valhalla
ready to
will
come out
release
this
this
year.
holiday season on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5,
Yeah, there'll probably
Xbox
be
One,
problems.
PS4, PC, and
There always
Stadia.
is.
We're close to wrapping up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today and that you will love playing these games. I am proud of our teams for delivering an ambitious, broad, and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact,
This is like
we
the
have a
Frenchest
lot more
old
to
man
come.
I've ever seen.
So you will have another Ubisoft Forward to reveal even more about
He's
our
got rabbits
upcoming
in the
games.
background.
But before ending this show,
You
we
know,
have one more
Ubisoft's
thing
bread
to
and
share
butter,
with
the
you.
rabbits. Fuck off, Rayman. It's Far Cry. Giancarlo Esposito, however you pronounce his name, I already forgot. It's Gus. And I know from Twitter that he's been cast in the new Far Cry. I'm shocked Far Cry is still going. Everyone hated 4 apparently. Everyone hated 5 apparently.
They keep trying to redeem themselves.
Apparently Primal was really good. I don't know, maybe it's just a bunch of whiny bitches complaining about 4 and 5. Maybe they're really good. I don't know.
I really like the red thing that they were doing with the circle. Yeah, there it is.
So 4, you were in like, I think you were in Africa. 5, you're in Kansas basically.
Ooh,
That's bad.
He now has his own money. It's Gang Wars.
Honey. That's not a gang. It's a government. You know, the big gang. Did that say Liberato or Libtard?
Probably a libtard.
Are you sure? Because I highly doubt this one takes place in America. The last one took place in America.
I don't know.
Okay.
Wow, I looked at the hashtag and it made me think it was 8.
I mean, there's Primal and New Dawn, so yeah, it is 8, the 8th one.
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Is it Blood Diamond? No, okay.
The grenade is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now.
I think I heard the fan on my laptop
I am
knocking
El
against something.
Presidente. Which means that someday
Can't tell.
you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego.
He's gonna make him
Everything
throw
you
the grenade
say,
into a crowd of
do,
protesters.
believe will be wrong. They will answer you with screams. Call you evil.
He's got tiny legs at that angle.
A monster. And give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? And are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people and you. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom. Understand now.
This is amped up a lot from Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
Far Cry 5, I think you were just in like a couple neighborhoods, in the KKK basically.
I think that's an option.
I don't think you're gonna play as the kid. You usually play
Hey,
as
look, early 2021.
Yeah. In Far Cry, you usually play as like young man who does lots of murder.
And with that, we're wrapping up our first Ubisoft Forward.
Okay, cool, bye. There was actually only 4 seconds left of the video.
That's great.
Oh man, that was a lot better than the PC game show.
Yeah?
A lot better. I need my keyboard.
Okay. I totally thought your keyboard was gonna fall.
Nope. What was your favorite?
Probably Far Cry 6, just because it made me think it was a movie.
Yeah, it just had super high production quality, so you just liked watching it.
Uh-huh. And because Gus.
I liked the old French man sitting in front of the rabbits.
And out of all of Ubisoft.
Yeah. And out of all of them, Assassin's Creed is probably the one I'm most likely to buy.
Oh, right. Yes, I'm excited for that one too.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm you know, love-hate relationship.
I know.
It's like, I like it, but I don't know why. I can't name off one reason. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.